G'day guys, and welcome back to the EB Cup Invitational Tournament. Another round one bout here between Chassaria, one of the two girls in this particular tournament. A girl playing StarCraft, how exciting. And down here we have ETTERZ, our Zerg player, in the bottom left. And everyone is droning and probing up as normal. We've got Chassaria heading out for the 7 pylon, very early pylon. Obviously intending to do a bit of scouting with this guy. Away he goes. ETTERZ' Overlord also doing a little bit of a scouting, but at a severely reduced pace. Very cool textures in the background there. Chassaria chrono boosting out her probes like a good Protoss player. Good girl. And ETTERZ is just droning up as per usual. No cheese apparently. Very, very good. We're going to have ourselves a macro game. Sit tight, folks. Probe enters the base. What have we gleaned? No early spawning pool detected by Chassaria. Starting that gateway. Very, very good. Overlord still not even halfway to the base yet. Another one heading out to the expansion here just to make sure there's no proxy pylon action. You wouldn't get that from Chassaria, no way. What you will get though is a hidden pylon in the back of your base, behind some grass at your destructible rocks. Obviously intending to warp in here for a bit of obnoxiousness later on. Good work. The spawning pool up finally for ETTERZ at 14. And the gas as well. More drones coming up for ETTERZ. He is macroing like crazy. Gateway finished for Chassaria. What will she make next? A cybernetics core, making them stalkers for a bit of the Overlord snipage, I imagine. Still chrono boosting out probes, making sure she can fully saturate the mineral line, or at least attempt to. Gas coming out here, going to make sure that the upgrades for warp gate etc. are done pretty soon, so she can do a warp gate strategy. And Zealot here, not really a it's a pretty big hole for Zerglings at the moment. ETTERZ is unaware as his Overlords only just made it into the base of just what has he seen so far? He's seen nada. So here we go. He's finally made it into the base. Didn't scout near the front here, obviously afraid of being sniped off by stalkers as he should be. Alright, now this wall-in is complete. And unfortunately this guy looks like he's on the path to spotting this little hidden pylon here for Chassaria. Zergling's finally out for ETTERZ. Taking the lair really quickly. This is interesting. I wonder what he's doing. Money getting a little bit high. Chassaria keeping her money low. Very, very excellent. Making lots of probes, making zealots, making tech. Researching warp gate, all very stock standard. Keeping an eye on the back rocks. Very, very good start from Chassaria here. Solid stuff. Here comes the 6 Zergling push. It's just more of sort of a poke at the front. I want to see what you got kind of push rather than actually going to get any damage done. Because as you can see, it's going to be met by a severe Protoss attack to the face. Now unfortunately the Stalker's at the front here, so the Zealots can't do all their damage, which is what they're supposed to, but ETTERZ is not attack moving, he's just normal moving, so they're not actually attacking. Oh, and they get through the wall! Oh dear, a bit of a blunder there from Chassaria. Here they come, they're going for the probe line. Oh, but she's taken all of them off the line here, and those Zerglings are going to kill nothing. I don't even think they killed a single thing. Some of the probes lost shields, but I'm sure, you know, they'll get over it. So, Overlord at the back here. ETTERZ is keeping an eye on everything. He's actually got very good vision at the moment. Chassaria's got vision of this guy here and about that whole sort of area if you look at the minimap. ETTERZ has spread his vision out to here, here, and here. And he's looking pretty good. Okay, Zerglings are coming out now. Okay, he's not going to attack with them. He's going to wall off. Pretty cool stuff. He's obviously concerned about a Zealot push. He's got the lair up, but what's he doing with it? Spire tech. Very solid stuff for Zerg. What's Chassaria making now? Another pylon. She's supply blocked. Whoopsie. So we can see that the +1 attack upgrades coming up for Chassaria. ETTERZ keeping an eye on this gold expo here, making sure that she's not getting some early high yield expansion. ETTERZ' expansion's just started up right now. About a third of the way through. These overlords has been very active with these overlords, and very impressive stuff. So the hatch starting up here. Unfortunately, Zerglings is all he has, which is extremely susceptible to Zealot in the face. Zealot in the face is the hard counter for Zerglings, by the way, just in case you guys wanted to know. Check your StarCraft manuals. More drones heading out. Drone transfer over to this guy. Spire just finished for ETTERZ. And he'll be making Mutalisks ASAP, but unfortunately only has the one gas geyser, so that's going to hinder his progress. Oh, clever boy. He's made himself an overseer. He's obviously been had his heart broken by Dark Templar before, which is a very common Protoss strategy, to just Dark Templar everything that you own, and then, oops, I got no protection, I'm dead. Chassaria is making some extra gateways at the back here, going to do that 4-gate thing that Protoss love to do. She's upgraded to Warp Gate, as we can see. +1 nearly finished. Be a good time for a push after that +1. Robo coming out, but here he comes. A supply blockage for a second there, but the dear oh dear from Jen. Chassaria, I'm not hacking him. I know you're not Chassaria. You would not hack people. You're a good soul. Oh, okay, ETTERZ' graphics card shut itself. We would have had a bit of lag there. I am actually reffing this game. So, all good, game on, no issues. Cannons at the front, Chassaria turtling a little bit. These guys haven't been turned into warp gates, not entirely sure why, probably just slipped their mind. Cannons at the back, she's afraid of Mutalisks, and so she should be. Because they're on the way, everyone. We've got one Mutalisk here, another one coming out. Obviously, the gas count for ETTERZ is so low right now that it just he can't really mass them as much as he'd like to. Money in the thousands, though. He really needs to do something about that. Maybe, you know, just mass Zerglings for a little while, or expand again. This guy over here is pretty juicy. You can take that one. A couple expansions, even. He can expand here and here. Really could have... Okay. Overseer getting a look at all of Chassaria's tech. She has nothing to hide anymore. Supply blocking ETTERZ, so he won't be able to make any more Mutalisks for a little while. And she's still making cannons at the back, making sure that she's Mutalisk proof from that backdoor harass. Still hasn't turned these guys into gateways. Teching to the Twilight Council, looking to get Zealot and Stargate. Okay, interesting. Overseer coming out. And Chassaria's a bit low on the money. I think that's mainly due because she hasn't really saturated this mineral line. Needs to start cranking some more probes, but she's supply blocked again. So, see what happens there. And this guy's no doubt making pylons. Yep, keeping that vision around the base. Good stuff. Wouldn't want any Nidus worms or Mutalisks getting in undetected. These overlords are going to every single expansion to make sure and just see what is up. And back at ETTERZ' base, we need to revisit ETTERZ. We haven't been here for a while. Infestation Pit. ETTERZ is looking to get to tier 3 right quick. Really doesn't have the gas for it. Doesn't have the expansions for it. Chassaria has seen everything, so... yeah, both players with their pants down at the moment. But who will make the first move? Infestation Pit nearly done. Mutalisk count starting to get a bit scary for ETTERZ. These guys still not turned into warp gates. And we got a Void Ray coming out. Very cool Protoss unit. Robotics Bay. Colossus, Void Ray, Twilight Council. Very money and gas heavy. She should really expand sometime soon if she wants to finance this. There's a little bit too much tech, if you ask me. Still not warp gates. And we got this guy down here. Zerglings and Mutas at the front. Not worrying about that ramp anymore because ain't nada getting through there, boy. Mutas at the base here. DT proof. That's what this base is. No obnoxious stuff happening anytime soon. This pylon from Chassaria was killed a while ago. I missed that. Obviously got scouted and blown up. What do we got here? Corruptors coming out. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. ETTERZ is going to make the most insanely powerful Zerg unit ever. The busting unit. The thing that kills all defense for anyone is the Broodlord. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's going for right now with these Corruptors here. Zergling's going to kill these destructible rocks. Drone ready to take that expansion. ETTERZ has played this game before. Oh, there we go. Now they're warp gates. Ready to start that unit production. Money's still very low. She started the expansion. Wicked. Touch late. But it's up, so she'll be having the money soon to finance her army of doom. And this is indeed going to be an army of doom when these Colossus come out. But with these Corruptors and all these Mutilas, Colossus aren't going to be very effective. She's obviously seen these Zerglings and expecting a mass ground army. Unfortunately, when you leave a Zerg alone for this long, this is generally what happens. These guys and these guys. The air stuff. The stuff that Protoss hates. Drone transfer happening here. Going to the gold, no doubt. So we got all the gas geysers covered. Full gas for ETTERZ. Not doing anything with these lava. This is frustrating me. All this lava, 14 lava at this hatchery, could be Zerglings. Zerglings are so underrated. When they're en masse, they are so good. The Greater Spire is starting to morph. And when the Greater Spire morphs, it is death time for Chassaria if she doesn't build something soon. Or if she doesn't just... Yeah, she hasn't really been making any army units for a while. I think she's been making stuff... Okay, here we go. So she's making anti-air here. She's got some Phoenixes coming out. Some Void Rays coming out, so she's aware that Mutalisks are probably in the picture. But she's spread herself a bit thin as far as tech goes. Can't really support all of that. So what we're going to... This base is starting to get mined out. Still not fully saturated. Probe's moving down here to this expo, so she should be shooting up in the mineral count soon. Back at ETTERZ's base. Greater Spire is just about done. Starting to get a bit mined out of the main here, and this isn't really mining. He took this guy to take gas, which is what he really needs. He's got so much minerals right now. ETTERZ, if you're watching this, man, spend your minerals, dude. You have to expand more, make more mineral stuff. Zerglings are cool. And here we go. The Broodlord morph. With every bit of last money that he has. Very, very expensive tech. But if you're alive long enough, I'm pretty sure ETTERZ hasn't been attacked once. So he's had more than enough time and space to create these Broodlords. And here they come. And they're going to spell doom for the army of Chassaria. We've got the Mutalisks moving out here. Zerglings meeting them at the bottom. No speed upgrade for the Zerglings, but they probably won't need it because once these Broodlords come out, there's not going to be a whole lot to stop that. We've got 2 Stalkers here. 2 more there. 3 Zealots. 2 Colossi. 1 Colossi. A Templar Archives, which doesn't have the gas to do anything. And 3 Phoenixes and 2 Void Rays, I would say, are going to be destroyed pretty easily by the mass anti-air army, or the mass air army of ETTERZ, and here they come. Oh dear, that is scary. Moving up here, gonna rally somewhere. The overseer of the observer has seen it, but what can she do at this point? Yeah. Making more don't really need that Colossus, but here we go. This army's going to move out anytime soon. ETTERZ has got a 130 to 91 food advantage. This is very one-sided. Here we go. He's going for the rocks, but what for? There we go. Alright, now he's moving in, going for that pylon. Target firing the pylon even. And the Corruptors are just attack moving in, killing everything in the air. These Colossus, not very useful. They're just going to sit there and watch everything die. These 2 warp gates that she worked so hard to get are just unpowered and nothing's happening. Void Rays down. Broodlords killing the Colossi. Oh dear. Not looking too good, so that's the main down. High Templar number 1 and 2. Oh, and Chassaria's left the game. So that is game 1 between Chassaria and ETTERZ. And we shall be moving on to game 2.